Hello, it's Nicky. I have a dilemma today that I can share with you that I was working through with a friend who I was just helping her out a little bit with websites because she's going live, she's going online and opening up her services to more people. Now, this person, because I don't want to break confidentiality, works in an area that is sensitive. Let's just say that. And the whole process of this industry needs to be treated with the utmost care. So one of the questions she had was, how do I do that? How do I support them through that process online whilst remaining in my power / holding boundaries and the process feeling good? And one of the notes that I gave her was to really lean in to her own rules, her own boundaries, her own set of regulations that would feel really good. And she wrote something down, and one of the things was like, I don't want people just to be able to phone me, because especially given the topic, like she doesn't want to receive, I mean, nobody does really, but doesn't want to receive calls at 10 o'clock at night. And so I was walking her through the process and inviting her to really map out that customer's journey in terms of like how she would ideally like to deliver it. And so some of the things she was saying was like, well, I really want to inform them of what it is and what it isn't, and really go into that detail. And then personally, I'd like to receive some information about them and what they're looking for, so I have a moment to digest it in my own time. Also, she has some life circumstances, so she was like, I really want to have that space to work through that in my own time. And I was like, yeah, great, all of this, really good, really good. So she began to really work it through from her perspective. And I also know that having done this for 11 years with so many clients is that we can all get into that quite bold, like, I want this and this is the way I want it to go. And then sometimes there is a bit of a smaller voice in the back of our mind going, but is that okay? But is that okay? And my philosophy is, yes, it absolutely is okay. Because firstly, I think many of us like to be told what the boundaries are. Like, do I email you? Great. Do I fill in this form? Brilliant. How do I get started? Oh, I do this. Lovely. And if at any point along that process, I don't feel aligned as the customer, it's all right, because I can just go elsewhere and I can find what I need. And so as the business owner, if you act from that integrity place, it will feel good. And ultimately, you are the common denominator in your business. So if you can stay in that flow of like, this is how I like to do things, like you would in your own home. This is how we like to have our home. We take our shoes off here. You can hang up your coat here. We sit round the table here, whatever that might be. You will have that sense of setting the standard, setting the rhythm, setting the pace for your business. And so ultimately what she came out with was she didn't want people to phone her. She didn't really want to have a second business phone and didn't want all of that sort of commitment and admin of like, have I got my other business phone? Did I give them the right number? My phoning? She didn't want all of that. And so what we came up with was that people will contact her via the contact form and they'd have to fill something in. Equally, she could use the messenger button and people could access her through that. So that is one example that I wanted to share with you, that you can totally do this on your own terms. You can set the rules, you can set the standards. If you like the sound of that kind of website, I am a paying customer of Podia, have been for 4 or 5 years now. and I love it. I absolutely love it. If you want to try it out for free, use my affiliate code down below. I get a very small kickback, but I think you might like it. You know, if you want that all-in-one platform, it could be really great for you. All right, lots of love. Thanks for listening. Any questions, let me know, and we'll go from there.